Well, good morning. Back out in the bank once again, except today I've came out for pike. I'm on a river system where I used to fish a lot as a kid, and it's really nice to be back. Brings back a lot of good memories. I've caught lots of pike on this place in the winter and big bags of bream. I say that was a long time ago now, but it's been a few years since I've been here, so it's nice to be back. So I've got a couple of rods out there now on ledger dead baits. I think I've got one on a smelt and one on a roach, so fingers crossed one of them will go. I've seen little bits of signs of life out there, which is good. A few silvers and stuff topping, which is always nice to see. At least there's some bait fish about. So I was out a couple of weeks ago at a different river and it was absolutely dead. There was no life in the river at all, hence why there was no video on that, but fingers crossed today will be much better. Okay, so I've been here about 45 minutes and as of yet nothing's happened. I've wound both rods in and I've made a little bit of a change to both rigs. One of them I've popped one of the baits up, and on the other I've added the DNA Apex bait spray just to give it a little bit of added attraction, to see if that makes a difference. I've also got a lure rod with me today, so I'll maybe give it another hour. So there's a bit of a jetty to my right, there's a few boats moored up along. I'll maybe have a little wander up and down that later with the lure rod, but so I'm going to give it 30 minutes or so with those changes just to see if that'll make a difference. Unfortunately, I had to cut that last session short. Something came up and I had to head back home, but I'm now 2 weeks later on from that and I'm back on the river. I'm probably about 400 or 500 yards away from where I was a couple of weeks back, and I'm really looking forward to today, to be honest, and hopefully I'll be able to put a pike or two on the bank. This will be my last chance for a bit of pike fishing this year, to be honest. I'm coming up to the end of February. Spring is not far away, and what that usually means for me is back to Oxford and on the syndicate, and I cannot wait to get back there. But I say today is about pike fishing. So I've got two rods out there at the minute. Both are just on ledger dead baits, one being a mackerel and the other being a roach. But I'm going to get everything tidied up and I'll sit down, chill out for an hour or so, and I'll speak to you later on. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I've moved. I gave it about an hour and a half around that other section of the river and it was just dead. There was nothing happening at all. Really wasn't feeling confident, so threw everything into the car quickly, stopped off at the tackle shop on the way for another couple of packets of dead baits, and I've came back to the same section of the river I was at the start of this video. Definitely feeling a little bit more confident here, so fingers crossed next time you see me I'll be holding a pike up for the camera. Well, the move was certainly well worth doing. Been here fishing about 10 minutes whenever the left hand rod pulled up and was away. That one was taken on a mackerel. Only a jack, but it was nice just to get the first fish off the day. And my right hand rod's currently fished on a roach. It's fishing much shorter, so I think I'll give it about 20 minutes before repositioning that, and I'll maybe add some of the DNA Apex Predator spray to that. That's done me a few fish in the past before. So yeah, I'm going to give that another 20 minutes or so, and then probably reposition the rods and just move them about the river, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up another fish or two. That is the right hand rod redone with those couple of changes. So fingers crossed that will make the difference, and we'll be able to put fish number 2 on the bank fairly soon. So where I am today isn't exactly local. It's about an hour and 45-minute drive for me to get here. So I had to set off this morning at 5 o'clock. And I'm absolutely shattered, to be honest with you. I was working late last night as well, so I think it's time for an energy drink or a coffee to try and wake myself up. So I'm going to get on with that, and hopefully in the meantime one of these rods will go and we'll have another fish. Starting to look a little bit moody out there now. The forecast for today was heavy rain, and I'm wondering if that's it starting to turn up now. You see the sky's really darkened off quite a bit, but I think I'm going to grab something to eat here quickly. I'm going to get the camera away just in case this rain does really start coming down heavy. So it's just gone 2:15 and the rain has really turned up. It's absolutely pissing it down at the minute. Managed to get both rods redone just before it really started to get heavy, and I've had to pop to the car to get the shelter just to keep myself dry. But say I've got a couple of hours left, so I'm just hoping for one last fish before I go. So no doubt if that happens, I will be sure to show you that. Yeah. So I'm not too sure if I picked that up on camera, but I managed to pick up a second fish. I think he is a little bit bigger, he feels a bit chunkier. But again, this one was taken on the mackerel, so going to get this one back quickly, get the rod redone. Say still about an hour left, so you never know, could still pick another one up yet. I've just slipped that fish back. I'm just going to get this rod back out quickly for the last hour. Just put another mackerel on. But let's get that out there and hopefully pick up one more. Well, that was a nice result. I was just saying that I hadn't much time left. Got the rods redone just before it really started raining heavy. Spun the camera around in the hope to try and capture a take, and off the rod went. Again, that one was on a mackerel. only a jack, but I'm more than happy with that, to be honest, just to come out and get a couple of fish. I say I'll be going home happy. This isn't exactly local for me either. It's a good hour and 45-minute drive. But I say I've got about an hour left, so fingers crossed I'll be able to pick one more up. I'm not sure when I'm going to be out again after this. I'm quite busy with work and have a few things to sort out, but I will be heading back to Oxford soon, so I will try and get one video possibly done before I head back there, but if not, there is a chance that the next video could be my return to guys back to Oxford, back on the syndicate, which I'm really looking forward to. But I think I'm going to have a slow pack up, to be honest, get everything really organised just so I can get off quickly. But hopefully I'll pick one more fish up to show you, but if not, I'll see you when I'm heading home. Right, I'm going to call it a day while there's a bit of a break in the weather. So if you've made it this far through the video, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I say I'm not 100% sure when I'll be out again next. I could well try and get one more video done before I head back to Oxford next month, but either way, I will see you on the next one.